Good morning. Happy Monday. My name is Vita. I am a crafty hippie homemaker and a small business owner. I hope you're having a lovely day so far. Today is the day when we are going to attempt to make something pretty and cute out of this gorgeous fabric. So the whole fabric is like lovely yellow, and what I'm obsessed about is these details on all the edges. So I want to be very smart and wise how I'm going to use this, because I think they are so pretty and decorational. So I need to make sure I cut the fabric in a way that I can incorporate these gorgeous little edges into tops. I'm thinking summer tops. I'm thinking something young and fresh and just, beach time, or like you pop little flowy skirt on, or your jean shorts and a little cute top, probably some with naked backs, maybe tie up, maybe little, that kind of ideas. Now, how exactly it's gonna play out in reality, we're gonna find out, because you know how I roll. I just go with the flow. I look at my fabric and I just start chopping, and eventually it comes together. And also, this is the fabric. I thrifted it. Now that's why people put the hand behind, because then it's easier to zoom in, And it is 100% cotton. Oh, it says here that it's cotton. 100% cotton. Yes, and this is what we love. This is what Hippie Crow Hub loves. By the way, so it's been a long time since I've been thinking and planning to finally make my online shop live. It is live now. I mentioned already a few times, and I'm very excited about it. And I know it's not just gonna be like a make online shop and start popping sales right away. There's a promotion, there's the timing. This is why social media is important. I gotta, attract an audience, because there is a big competition there. But Hippie Crow Hub, where creativity meets sustainability, is about, and this is why, and this is why I'm a hippie crafty homemaker, because I got to take care of these little humans. And she is a total crafter creator, because she made this mask and she made all these jewelries for herself. And there's a baseball competition. Yeah. And there's my other banana here. Oh, okay, so it is Monday real time here. It is Monday, 1 week before you're watching this video, Monday. But these kiddos didn't go to school today because this banana got herself a cold last week playing baseball competition, and it happened to be a really cold day that day, and she was so excited and hot and everything, and she was wearing a t-shirt the whole time, and now she's got boogers and a cough. So we stayed home today. So mom is making this video with these two minions hovering all around and in between. All right, guys, so I gotta get, hey, bye. Okay, so I'm gonna get back to, all right, so this is my beautiful chaos. So what I was talking about, so Hippie Crow Hub, where creativity meets sustainability. It is about believing that beautiful things deserve to be given a second chance. There are so many things in a thrift. Hippie Grow Hub does not demand for more production. It uses what's already been made and rejected and forgotten and headed to the landfill. Of course, with few exceptions, because sometimes to complete projects, I will need to buy maybe some tools or maybe some little bits and pieces to add into it. And my Hippie Crow Hub merchandise t-shirts are also ordered new, because some compromises need to be made for promotional and financial aspects. So a little bit of everything, okay? I do not want to claim anything that it isn't. So I love those little t-shirts. You can take a look. I'm offering a very reasonable price, I think, I hope. and you can select your size. Check out my online shop. I will be mentioning this in every video. Even if you don't buy anything, just go through it, take a look, scroll through. I'm constantly peeking things. I'm trying to add as many good quality items into my shop whenever I can. I am focusing, I want to reserve some items for online shop only because I want to provide certain value. Like for example, silk items I've been adding that are in a perfect condition. I have a couple of crochet cardigans there that I made myself. I have some vintage silver jewelry there that it has also been purchased off secondhand market. And I will be adding some upcycled items too with time, but I want to make sure that the items I add there will be more size easy, so it's easier to fit when you buy something online. Okay, maybe we move on now. So back to this fabric, my lovely fabric, yummy, scrumptious fabric. Also, I have this situation happening here, which means, oh, by the way, these are gift cards that I have also crafted and added into the online shop, so check it out. Also offering very reasonable price on these things. Also, my project pile is accumulating again. It just doesn't end, and I want to get it done so badly. So this is going to be some patchwork cardigan thing, because it's fun to make these, because I've been clearing out my wardrobe and some items have become damaged and just not wanted anymore. Also, this is a lovely summery pile of fabrics that kind of going together, and I'm gonna do some easy upcycles here that hopefully will be a fun video for you guys. Okay, let's get cracking. We will start by cutting a square from the corner because I want to use those beautiful decorations, and we're gonna do a little like triangle vibe to tie up tops. And I can only use the white decoration on either top or the bottom, so we're gonna do one of each. Also, the third top, I'm going to cut 2 triangles for each side of the breast, because we are going to ruche them up, and also going to use those white decorations in the center. And for the final top, we are gonna go longer and bigger. We're gonna try to make a very long top, or kind of a dress with asymmetrical bottoms, and we're gonna make it flowy and hopefully wrap around the body. And of course, for all of these tops, we are going to need a lot of strings, so we're gonna make some from this leftover center fabric. And with these straps, I'm not going to turn them inside out. I'm just going to fold both ends in and then sew a running stitch on top of it, because that would make it very complicated. And also I want them to be nice and thin. So here are my straps. Let's do a running stitch, just like I said. And this is probably the most time consuming to hand sew, not really hand sew, it's a machine sew, but you know what I mean, to sew all of these straps. And here they are. And then after, we are going to cut them in the desired length, depending on where we're going to use it. So my first thing now is to go over all the edges with the overlock machine, because I'm going to single fold all the edges, not double fold, just to have like a nice flowy thin finishings. And now we're gonna do all the other ones. Now that we did the overlock, we're gonna start constructing the top. So first one, I'm going to simply fold the very top down, and I don't want to remove the beautiful white crochet decoration, so I'm just going to use it as a decor and just fold it and sew the fabric and have the neck strap on top and 2 straps on the sides. And of course we're gonna need to single fold and do a running stitch on the edges, on the sides, to complete the top. But these tops are so simple to make, and you can make them out of shawls, out of any other fabric that you have. You can make these out of old t-shirts. Actually, I have a video previously made that I will tag onto this video that you can check out of a different variation of a triangle tops that I made out of t-shirts, and I think they turned out really fun and very cute. And these are great if you want to make them for maybe a teenage daughter or granddaughter. And I'm going to simply attach these straps just like that, folding it in. And I'm going over with a running stitch at the same time as attaching those straps. And the first top is complete. At the end, I am going to show you all of the tops on top of the mannequin, how they turned out. So here we are. There's the next square that we are going to do. Same idea, slightly different variation. So this time I removed that triangle top and I made a little oval shape, so the top will be able to rouge up a little bit more than the other top. So I'm pinning it together, and now you don't have to have the strap in the loop before you sew it. You can sew it first and then pierce the strap through, but I kind of find it more time efficient to do it this way, and also it gives me a really good idea how far away I need to sew to leave a perfect amount of space for the strap to slide, and it kind of saves the trouble trying to pierce the strap later. So here it is, and this is so quick to make, and I think it's very lovely. Okay, the top number 3, this one is a little bit more time consuming. So first I'm going to attach these two together, the very front, and again this could be left open too, so it doesn't matter. And I'm going to sew these long lines of extra fabric to create a loop that I can pierce the strap all the way through the entire thing, so it can be rouged up and the cups for the breast can be created, and also it can adjust very nicely depending on what size you like and how much coverage you want around you. So here the next top I did it with a sewing machine with a zigzag stitch that worked perfectly. This one I did by hand, which was a little bit time consuming, but either way it's fine. So I'm gonna overlock the edges of these lines, then I place them in the place where I wanted it to be. And also now this could just be sewn, but I decided to put those straps in first before I sew it, just to save me the trouble of having to pierce it later, because I find that process slightly annoying sometimes. But you can do it your way. Also because my one single strap was not long enough to go all the way around the body, or I just wanted it to be extra long just in case. So I decided to secure 2 straps together right in the center. So the center is secured, and then the sides from the center to the end of the tops are going to be sliding and ruching, depending on how ruched up you want it to be. And I'm just securing it in place so that I can sew the entire top in one shot. So basically, if the preparation is well planned, the sewing will be really time efficient. I'm attaching the neck straps too at the same time by single folding it in and pinning it, and then after I'm just gonna go back and forth a couple of times with a running stitch and continue to complete the sides and the loopholes and all the way around. As I like to say, once the preparation is set, you just go all the way around the world without any distractions. All right. So we're gonna start on that very top neck strap, and I know this camera angle doesn't really show very well the actual sewing, but I will guide you through it. So here I am going on the sides, as I mentioned, and then I'll secure the little loop strap sides, and then I made a turn. I'm going all the way on the loop pockets. I'm gonna go all the way until the center. I'm gonna secure the center straps, and I'm going to turn around again and go back and continue going all the way around the side and the bottom. So as you can see, this entire sewing I did without cutting the thread. And I'm continuing to go downwards, and then we're going to single fold the entire bottom of the top all the way around, because this top is kind of like a half a circle shape. I think if you cut out a giant circle and then split it in half and then make a little split in the center, you could also create a very cute top of that style. 2 tops, in fact, because it's half a circle. So here I am going all the way around, and I will finish it on the other side of the top on the strap. Phone battery died, unfortunately. I needed to charge it, and I made the 4th top without filming it, but it's a very simple. But let me show you all the tops first here. Alrighty, so this project is complete and I'm really pleased how all the tops turned out. This fabric is so scrumptious, it's so soft, just so, it's like butter. Okay, I love it. So this is all that is left of it. This is how efficient we were with the fabric use. And I'll keep these too because these can come in handy to do like a mini little decoration on something. Also, these are the 3 tops that I made. And this is the last one that is more like a long top, maybe even a dress. It depends how tall you are. Great like a beach cover up. I love how it turned out. I love this back, and the idea for the back came simply because I ran out of this yellow straps and the fabric. So I went for this idea, and the straps can be removed. It's just like a little lace, and this can be really low depending on how high you pull this straps on. You can go all the way up, or you can leave it really low, so the whole thing just hangs like nice and cute with a little peekaboo of maybe like a bikini or jeans. This would be lovely on jeans or shorts, whatever you can imagine. I love how such simple cuts can create such beautiful drapes and elegant designs. And also this kind of dress top can also be belted to create like a better shape. You can even add like a pin here. I left it quite open with a low cut, but a pin can be added here, or just left really nice and flowy. So yes, these are 4 tops made out of one thrifted fabric. I love projects like that. I just flow with it, and I'm really pleased with it. Let me know which top is your favorite, the little triangle tops, the one that's ruched up underneath, or this last one that is more like a dress. And let me know if attempt at sewing it, and if you faced any challenges, ask me anything in the comments below. Okay, I'm gonna love you and leave you. Thank you very much. Have a lovely week. Stay creative. Love and peace. Mwah! Bye!